welcome to episode 102 of Rise of the Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I'm Darrell.
And I'm telling you for the last time, I'm Brownie.
We are for sure recording.
Yes.
100%. Okay, cool beans. Cool beans.
How annoying.
I almost said the third time, welcome to episode 102, take 3.
Right?
Yeah.
Just to be fun. So this is, I'm just going to start off with an apology. This is the episode of promises and broken promises. I told Darrell that we were going to be able to play some Digimon card game together before, and we ended up working on a previous project way too long, and now, so instead, he's on the episode to make up for it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody, but I'm here because of a broken promise, but that's how we are. So, No, that's fine. We'll get it.
Yeah, well it's going to be tonight. Anyways, so here's what's fun. Darrell, you are responsible for me spending copious amounts of money on Digimon cards, and then and my wife's reaction. I'll just get you caught up to date what it was like at home because it's been really, really fun. So Darrell was like, "Hey, why don't you play? You want to learn how to play Digimon?" You invited me to a group on Facebook, which we can probably at some point throw up a link for that because we want more people in the area to play.
Twin Ports Digimon TCG, and we'll get that up soon.
So perfect. So FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. So he invites me to this group, and he's like, "You guys post how much fun you have in playing this card game." And then he's posted a thing out that says like, if you want to learn or you're interested, let me know, and we'll teach you how. So I was like, all right. Now this is something it's easy to commit to things, right? But it's hard to follow through.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I'd be interested in playing. It's just like a into the wind.
Yeah.
And at some point in the future, I'll learn how to play. And so a couple days later, you messaged me and you're like, "Hey, can you come in like 2 hours and play? I'll teach you how." And I didn't see it until 7 o'clock at night. So it was like 2 hours later. And then
you were working afternoons.
I was working afternoons that week. So I was like, all right, fine. I can't make it tonight, but how about Friday? And so I came to town on Friday. I just didn't expect to learn that quick. And so I came to town on Friday and we had a really fun time. Really fun time. Darrell, you have an awesome game room. Like I absolutely love it. It's in your basement.
Yep.
And like I could do that in my basement with just a little bit of work. It gets a little humid down in there in the summer, and I run a dehumidifier.
And we've got 2 cats.
A little bit of, and like kitty litter dust gets around, but I'm trying to switch to the dust free. It's a different story.
It's a total myth. Don't even listen to it.
It's a
We got pretty
pellets.
litter. That's what it's called. Pretty litter.
Your cats are going to revolt.
And I love my cat. I have a single cat as well. Maple, if you're watching, Daddy loves you. But I'd also get rid of my heartbeat.
Oh.
But
Haley says it's the best game room.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Sweet.
So I was over there. So we were playing, and I got to be introduced for Digimon the first time. And so I had called Chris ahead of time. And as like people know, I've talked a lot about Pokemon in the past. Mm-hmm. I had never watched Digimon as a kid. And so I was like telling Chris,
been good.
Is it Brad?
No.
Oh.
It's Swanky. So he's got a couple of good ones in. He said the third take was the best take, so it's a good thing we did it anyway. Wyatt says didn't go
20. Didn't go 20.
What?
It's a saying we say around work all the time.
When stuff goes bad?
Yeah.
Okay, so... and then Swanky says audio's great, video's lagging, but since Jeremy talks with his hands and body, it freezes him like he's making various poses. So
I can maybe hold on. I'm just gonna shut the iPad off of Wi-Fi. I can't promise that that's gonna fix everything, but it's a place to start.
And your promises. I don't think I'm on Wi-Fi, but I can shut the phone off.
We're dropping like 64% of our frames.
Oh, that's painful. That's real painful.
That is painful.
I'm just going to check our internet here. I guess I don't need that open.
Both my phone and the iPad were connected to Wi-Fi as well, Chris.
Jeremy.
So hopefully it gets caught up.
And I don't have the Wi-Fi on my phone.
We keep her blocked off of it.
It is...
She chugging?
Brad says he's like a marionette.
Puppet Mon?
Oh my gosh.
So before the stream started, Swanky said... What did he say? 5 minutes to find out how the connection today. And I replied, inconsistent at best. This is while we were on the hold screen.
Guys, we need our own internets here.
No joke.
But think of how much Digimon cards I could buy with
the internet cost. That is how I value things.
Frankie says hi, Jeremy, and everyone else too.
Wait, Frankie, you can give Jeremy a shout out. Just Jeremy. I know you guys have like a bromance, but oh my gosh.
You can't say. Well, he did say and everybody else, but he eye rolled everyone else.
Frankie,
I appreciate it, guys.
Ashamed.
So okay,
Gabe says hi.
Hi, Gabe.
all right, I'll finish my story. I'm sorry.
I had to get to chat before.
I agree 100%. I feel so bad that the internet's laggy because it's a bummer. It just breaks up the immersion, and that's been a.
But I agree with Swanky. You are hilarious because you're always like,
well, no,
all these
this is
stories.
the Jeremy move. Is this?
Yeah, seriously. Yep.
I also talk with my hands, and like, so I'm doing a lot of things like hold them.
Yeah.
They'll get out, and then pretty soon we'll just bookend you with just being like wild.
So do I need? I need to start. I need to join in.
We have a secret fourth angle this week.
That's the floor.
My purse and everything. Great.
So
good.
we have. I've done a lot of photography. I know. I love listening to you talk about your like. I didn't know how much production you were actually involved in. But you ever like shoot anybody video or photos wise and always ask you, I don't know what to do with my hands? All the time. People are like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I watch Chip, our son now, he's a little baby, and he just moves his hands all around. And I told Carrie the other day, I said, Chip is just eternally stuck in this position. He doesn't know what to do with his hands.
He doesn't know what to do with his body.
That's what it is.
He couldn't move them for
His favorite thing is shove his fist in his mouth. That's his favorite.
Once they find it and it's there, it's all over the place. It's so funny.
All right, your story, Digimon.
No, so we go over there, right? And I first talked to Chris and I said, I don't know who any of these are, so I don't want to like butcher it, and like mess them up. Because there's so many and it's so crazy.
A lot.
Well, see, like with Pokemon, and this isn't a like versus thing, it's just Pokemon, you have a Bulbasaur or Pikachu. Digimon, they all end in Mon. So it's really funny how like
Some of them I'll say, and I feel like I sound like I'm in Jamaica. It's like, I don't know. Patamon,
Oh, it's Gabumon.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Grey Warmon.
But again, as I said,
Grey
coming in,
Warmon.
I'm going to do my best to hold my tongue. Thank you so much for having me on the podcast tonight, guys. Yeah. But the thing is like with Digimon, I had mentioned this. You can be like, oh, this is like refrigerator mon, and you're probably pretty darn close, if not accurate. Or you're like, no, this is refrigerator mon. It's the refrigerator with guns. And like, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so you got some prep.
So there's a whole theory like there's a movie Jim Carrey was in. It was like Yes Man or whatever. Like he says yes to new experiences. That's what it was like playing Digimon. I was like completely out of my element. I've played TCGs before, but nothing like Digimon. And so I've played Magic the Gathering, and the thing with that is you can draw too many mana cards, or even I bet you like Pokemon's the same way. You can draw too many energy cards. So the first mechanic I really enjoyed. It's a brand new card game that just came to the United States. What like the beginning of this year?
Yeah. Well, not even. It just released
a few months ago.
Like 2 months, maybe a month. It's been pretty scarce up until this point. We won't get into it now.
Yeah. So what's fun about it is just like the way that you have like your mana. It's like an energy source memory that's kind of like a ping pong game back and forth between players. The Digi evolutions are really, really fun to like play and stack on each other, those abilities. And so it was a really, really good time. I love the artwork on the cards. Like I said, cool environment. And we ended up probably talking more than I was hoping to play.
Yeah.
We got like a game and a half done.
Yeah.
In the time frame. So then that was that. And then so Darrell was like, hey, which I was shocked. He was like, here's a starter deck for you. And oh boy, should not have done that. So you gave me a starter deck. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And I was so shocked because he gave me the other deck. So I came home and blah blah blah. So then our other friend Jim, who he is like loves coming down sometimes and hanging out. We went to GalaxyCon with Jim. Did we not?
Mm-hmm. We did. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You drove
He
home
was
with
there. We
him.
didn't go with him, but we met him down there.
And then you drove back home with him because we ended up stopping off.
Oh yeah, with Bill. Yeah, with Bill and everything.
We're at like 72% dropped frames, and a lot of people are commenting. Should we just try and restart the stream?
Sure.
So I just don't want your story to go out to nobody, basically.
No, you're good.
I'm trying to. Do you guys want to hop on? Do you want to jump on YouTube and you jump on Facebook and comment in the stream? We're going to be restarting it.
Sure.
I'm YouTube. You're Facebook.
Yep.
I'll try and jump on Twitch.
I'll get on Yahoo Answers. Anybody? Can I do something? Oh wait, that's dead too now. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm important.
Oops.
This is very riveting. Justin.
We're rebooting.
Justin said, "Rise of the podcast now 1 frame every 2 seconds."
Oh, that is painful.
Jeremy, do you want to jump onto Twitch too?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, that's real painful.
I already got Facebook covered.
I got YouTube covered.
Oh my goodness. For those of you who are getting the nice, clean Monday version of this, welcome to the struggle.
Yep. Crappy internet.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're 73% drop frames.
This is the worst I think it's been for us so far.
Is it a me thing? Like, I don't take up that many pixels or data space.
What ghosts did you bring with you?
Well, actually, in All Hallows Eve, this board game I have, I brought plenty of ghosts.
Oh, perfect.
Swanky.
Yeah.
Did you see Swanky's comment?
What did he say?
He's on Twitch. He said 4 people, only 3 sites to check. Somebody's looking at porn. All right, we'll be right back. Hopefully, sorry guys. Hey, we're back.
We're back.
Hopefully this is better.
Back in
Please.
the New York group?
Nope, still dumping 70% of frames.
Maybe
Oh,
it'll level out.
that's real painful.
That is really unfortunate.
That's sad. Dang it.
There's not someone like in the parking lot ripping off our Wi-Fi, is there?
Right. That'd be our luck.
Well, and that machine though just had a good speed test pass.
I say our because I'm usually out in the parking lot ripping off. So
Oh yeah, she's still chunky on here.
Chris is perplexed.
yeah.
Well, I mean, is our audio fine for people?
No, it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be chunky too.
Yep.
90% drop frames.
Well,
This is real bad. Oh, it's coming down. I adjusted our bit rate for our output a little bit.
what's it at now?
We're 83% drop frames. Oh my goodness. What this is. We don't have any control over it, but it's still like embarrassing.
Oh heck yeah,
that
it's embarrassing.
We can't just put video out onto the internet. You know what?
You gonna try to tether to your phone?
Tether my phone.
Oh, that's we've done that before, haven't we?
We did do a whole podcast off my phone once upon a time.
And it was totally fine. Better than the stupid Wi-Fi we have here.
So is it just
The building.
the building?
Yeah, the people that are renting the space here, they have air fiber. Which I didn't know that, so it's not even cable.
Yeah.
What?
Swanky said, just blame the most recent Windows update.
Probably the case.
All right. Welcome back to attempt number 3. Sorry, everybody, that is...
It's just the rule of threes in this
Yeah.
episode.
It is.
Yeah.
What's the frames look like now?
I'm dropping 0 frames.
You're kidding me.
Because we're tethered to a cell phone. Apparently, being tethered to a cell phone is better than Wi-Fi.
That is ridiculous.
Huh.
Well, welcome to the stream in HD, everybody.
Are you
Yeah.
seriously? Zero now?
No,
Because
0 drop frames.
All right,
Hey,
continue,
look,
Digimon.
everybody.
Fine.
Everybody's jumping in.
That looks
bye.
That I'll do it. We're getting internet. That was the straw.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have Darrell on for a fun episode, and the internet poops out. That's it. We're all get the internet down here.
My
Fine.
goodness.
I've been
Yes.
likened to a gremlin before. Maybe it's just me screwing up technology. I'm also going for an internet high five. So
Yes.
We'll have to add a second stream day to make it worth it.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll come to, here's what we need to do. I will buy a box of Pokemon or Digimon cards every
yeah.
week.
Every
Do you think?
And I will,
So that's coming as part of the story. We'll get there. We'll get
all
there.
right. Continue your
Sorry,
story.
this
Let's
is a
do
long,
this. Is
drawn-out
everybody
story.
back?
everybody who
Cares who's like not
Yeah.
angry with technology.
We've
on
now
our
run them
behalf.
through the mixer 3
I
times.
also want to do a shout out to my sister. She says my cat got a shout out and she didn't. So I love you, Haley.
Oh, she's watching.
Yeah,
so.
she is good. Yeah, makes one of my family members. Yeah, so
I don't think any of my
Justin
family's
says
watching.
frames. So many frames.
Oh, glorious frames.
Oh my
Frames,
God.
glorious frames.
So we
Digimon.
got finished playing Digimon, right? It did. I don't know if your joke made it on air. This would be a blocker. It must be attacking security right
Yeah,
now on the
yep.
internet down at the studio here. But so Darrell gave me a deck that I got to go home and take and play. And so our friend Jim was like, "Hey, I got a lead on some cards. They're really hard to get, just like PlayStation 5s and everything else.
Everybody's
These
buying them
things are really hard to get, these Digimon cards." And so we got a couple boxes, a booster pack boxes of cards. And so last night I go pick them up. Now you had to prepay.
Yep.
So I prepaid them, and then of course, when I went to pick them up, I had to get the card sleeves for them, and
Naturally.
then, get a couple of accessories.
swag,
So
yeah.
I bring them out in the car, and Kara looks in the bag and she looks first thing right for the receipt. She's like, $80. You spent $80 in there? And I was like, well, that's just for what I picked up tonight. that was what I already had to prepay the rest of the cards in there. So I told her, how much the boxes cost, and I bought 2. And she looked at me and she goes, you better play this game. You better play it. Now,
okay, you're gonna spend that much money on something, you better play the dang thing. That's all I have to say.
For my safety, we're gonna leave out the box amount. But
it costs dollars.
It costs dollars, but I've been saving for this. I've been back.
How many games have you sold? How many of your All Hallows Eve?
Oh, this little guy here.
That little guy right there. All Hallows Eve. What?
Oh, it's just All Hallows Eve. I currently sold out my entire stock of 35
See?
games.
There was your Digimon card money
right there. Most money goes back into making more.
I'm just helping you out here.
Yes, you are helping me out so much. It actually did come from the All Hallows Eve account, if I'm being 100% honest. But still.
No, there's some stimulus payments and stuff. There's a place to...
We gave back
Haley says she's a proud sister.
Aww.
And then sorry, Maple.
Yeah. I mean, but here's I've been looking forward to a functioning Digimon card game since the original one came out. They changed the rules for English and it made it a train wreck. It was unplayable.
The original
one. And then they had a few Japanese exclusive, different variations. And then I've been on this lead since before October. Last time I was on episode 70 when we were talking about All Hallows Eve, I was just saying hey, it might be coming to the States.
I remember you talking about it back then, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then it last month it finally hit, but they're everything's shortages. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna smell a pack. Nonetheless, get one.
Oh, I have a story about that too.
Yeah. So for the fact of this has been a long time coming. So I don't usually drop a ton of money on something like this, but this is childhood complete for me.
Right.
Right. And to get to play and for my first game to really play again with people after getting both my shots and having this experience of being with people again.
Yeah.
And sitting around a table and playing card games and for it to be Digimon is just, it's nice. It's cool. Anyways.
So I played with Darrell. So what do I do, right? The first thing I do, I'm like, Carrie, you want to play?
Yep.
No. I was going to literally split the yellow deck in half.
Yeah.
And I was like, here you go. You use half, I'll use half. And figure it out. It has enough cards to make it work. So I was trying really hard. I'm like, Carrie, we got to play. We got to play, right? She's like, no, I won't play. So I messaged Darrell. He's like, bring her over. I'll play around with it. We'll all play.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. Anyways, so I come out to the car with the cards and everything. We go home. We do our nightly routine. I sit down. I got my 2 boxes of cards there. And I open the thing. I open the box up. And I open one. And it's let me backtrack a hair. I started watching Digimon Show because it's on Hulu, the original one, and it's 99. Is that what year it came out? So I watched the show, and I watched all of the starter episodes, 12, the first 12 or 14 episodes. There's a nice story arc there, really, really cool. So I already had a little bit more invested into the cards now because I understand some of these Mons, these Digimons. And it's all the starters are super cool.
Yeah.
Agumon.
Yep.
And that's off of memory.
Agumon's kind of cute. He's kind of cute.
He is really cool. And then I
reminds me of
absolutely love the one, and I
Gabumon's my boy.
Who's the one who took his fur off?
That's Gabumon.
Yes.
Yep.
And
he's a reptile. What's that?
Darrell, so you were talking about how they really just nail some nostalgia on the art for some of these cards. The Gabumon card where he's in the cave where he takes his fur off. Choice.
It's awesome. So that little story, and then he gets a cold, and then I think there was a thing can Digimon even get colds because they're digital, or whatever?
Yeah. You get a Digivirus.
Yep. But the polar bear that gets the black gear stuck in his back.
Yeah.
Frigimon.
And then he punches the ice path in. Oh, and then Kara didn't get to see this. This is just, now I'm just, it's tangent.
You're just nerding out. That's what we're here to do.
He makes the ice path, and then the 2 people that were with him, they're like, I don't know if this will hold. And he just looks at him, and he just stomps. And they're like, okay, it'll hold. But and then Leomon and Goblin, the Gobblemon or whatever.
Or Ogremon. Yeah,
Ogremon. Oh my goodness. He's got the lion. Kara has a sword he pulls out from behind his back, and just the bone club.
My gosh.
Ogremon comes back and is awesome.
Yeah, it's like a Batman Joker sort of relationship where they can't.
They only exist to defeat each other.
Yeah.
I had to laugh though because then the story arc finishes and they're like, we got to travel to Server. Is it Island or
Server Island? Yeah, so they're on
File Island.
File Island right now because of course everything's like files. And I love puns, especially now. Like, as a dad too.
Yes,
like puns are so great.
There's a bunch of them in there.
And the card game does such a good job. Like they're like, you know, they could have been like, oh, your Digimon is like. It gets back up. No, it's rebooted.
Yeah.
It's not your health, it's your security that you're getting through security. And I'm like, I love that kind of immersion and that kind of like
flavor
text. And I do it for All Hallows Eve, but like it's something that like sucks me in because it makes me feel like it's escapism, right?
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It pulls you in and it makes you want to play more because like you get to play out your little stories with these things. Yep. And a lot of other card games I think are starting to lose that, and this one just nail on the head.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, but yeah.
Yeah. So here I am. I'm opening packs. Wow, this is Tangent City. I'm opening packs, right? And like, I don't know. I keep joking in chat. I keep sending like the dog floating through space. I have no idea what I'm doing. And then the dog sitting at the laptop. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm like opening stuff. And I don't know, is this worth a lot of money? Is this a good card? I know nothing other than like, hey, that's the one from the episode I watched, or, you know, whatever. And it's like, or hey, there's like
it's
the
almost like childhood all over.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm excited. That's why
I was
like,
marketed too,
like,
and now I'm
I'm like texting you guys in chat, like, are you proud? I got this one. Like, yay! Let me know if this is good. I want that.
Somebody, let me know this is worth my best.
Did I do it good?
Yeah.
So Jim got an awesome card, and in Omnimon.
Yep, and I'm just gonna sit over here and fume in jealousy just for a minute. You go.
So he gets this Omnimon, right? And I show Kara. I'm like, Kara, look at this card. Jim got it. Look at this card. It's so cool, right? It's really, really neat. So she's kind of watching me. And then, well, the thing I like too is it's got an index of all the, like, there's not a ton out there.
No.
Like, there's 180 some in the first set and 150 some in the second. Yeah. So it's like,
that was 145.
It's not a lot. And look at you knowing what you're talking about.
I didn't even know that. I think you do want to play Digimon.
So we'll get into this.
Okay.
So she's like, well, I'll open a couple. And so I get
like mystery things. How many mystery Lego packs have I opened up? Yeah. Like, come on.
So she opens them. I mean, the first thing she goes, why are these perforated and then they don't rip well?
They don't. There's like this little perforation. It opens up like this much. And you're like,
yeah, I agree.
What you got to do, there's a certain way that you hold it so you can pop it and run the strip straight down the back.
Mm-hmm. You kind of like give it like a little. It's a skill.
I took Chip's nail clippers, clipped a little bit more on the thing, and then tore it.
Yep, she clipped right through my Wargreymon. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. So anyway, so she opens them up, and so she found her first rares, and I'm like messaging these guys too. So Magic. There's a symbol.
The expansion symbol, yeah.
The expansion symbol is a different color.
Yep.
Pokemon, it's dots,
diamonds, and stars.
And then so I was like, how do I tell the rarity? And so there is C-U, just a letter. And then
common,
R,
uncommon, rare, super rare, and secret rare.
Yep.
And so we're going and
again.
And so like you pull it back and there's these alternate art, like the art's beautiful and everything. So there's like alternate arts, and then there's super rare, and then they're just foily and beautiful. And so she pulls back one, and she gets her first super rare. Is that right? Her first super rare. And she's like, "Oh, this is awesome!" Right? So it's like we're separating it out, and we're getting super excited. And then Jim posted a bunch of the cards he got, and then I was like, "Oh, you got excited about some." So I was like, "The Lilith."
Yeah.
So I was like, "What if we get one of these? That'd be really cool, right?" And so we're going, and Kara's like, I really want to open like a card that's worth like $100 and or more, right? She's, I want to hit the jackpot. And so
she's in it. She's just like,
yeah, like, no questions asked. So we get to the I kid you not, the last box in the entire, the last booster pack in the box, the last booster. It's hers. She opens it up. She's going through it. And it's this, is it Wargreymon, double alternate art. Mm-hmm. There's an alternate art, and then there's another alternate art that's even rarer, and that's the one that was in that pack. So she looks it up, and on TCG Players, that's over 100 on there, and it's even more on eBay.
It's like 150 on eBay.
So Kara's like, "Ooh, this is so much fun!" And being it was already getting super late, she went to bed. So I sat down there last night. and I stacked them all into piles, sorted them by color. You know,
too much time.
He is a noob when it comes to organization of things. That's all I have to say.
And so I still had one more box to open. So, tangent story that I was going to tell you earlier, which was really funny about the red
yes,
deck.
we held this just for you. So.
Yeah, we held this just for you. I didn't tell Darrell. So here's what's fun. Okay, so I've got all the cards laid out now, and I want to build my own deck. No starter decks are available, like not anywhere. They're ridiculous. Nothing is, so I've only got what I've got to build the thing. And so after stacking everything out, one whole box, Darrell, I did not have enough Digi eggs for any color. I had like 2 to 3 for blue. I had like 2 to 3 for red. I had like I had 2 to 3 for every one. I didn't even have 5 in any one color. And I felt like we were like, oh, got another Digi egg, another Digi egg,
you think you have it, and all of a sudden you're like,
yeah,
because it's divided amongst the colors. It's like, oh, I don't really have that much.
I mean, you can do multicolor decks.
Yep.
But I'm a tangent off a tangent. Sorry, but yeah, you're right. Like, because I've got like the judges' rules. I've got all the questionnaire. So like when I teach people this game, I know this game. Like I've got my booklet, or if I don't, I have it, and I don't get super over with that with a lot of games. This one, I want to know like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
And there's a format, because this is still new, obviously, and they might have copy pasted off the Dragon Ball Z, which some of the rules comes from, but they talked about doing like sealed tournaments where like you get a pack of sealed things. And with the pull rate for the eggs, since most of the eggs are uncommon, if not rare.
Right.
How are you going to, I mean, you don't need the eggs. You don't need them to do it.
Right.
But they help. But I don't know. It's going to be very curious how they do sealed tournaments with the way this works.
It'd have to be like no egg, I would almost have to say.
I think so.
Because it was like, that many packs. I opened 24 packs in a box.
It's to be almost guaranteed 1 egg per pack.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Pokemon cards have 1 energy per. So I don't know what the reasoning is behind that. Yeah. But all right. Anyway. So I'm like, Chris and I played on tabletop. We played a round or a couple rounds the other day, and you were getting really big mons. And so like high level mons. And so it was kind of like messing them up. And so I was like looking up, I'm like, what's the best ratio of mons? So I get like a little chart, and I'm laying them all out, and I completely go through, and I'm like picking and choosing. I was building red. This is because of Agumon.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So I was like picking red. And that's why I was like, can I use promo cards? Because I had a couple promo ones.
Yeah.
So I'm going through, because you see Evolve into Greymon?
Yep.
Yeah, it's so cool. And so anyways, I get all done, and I'm like, yes, I got a nice thick stack of cards. I'm like, what can I cut out to get my deck down to 50? I count out, not including eggs, I had 35 cards. I'm not even close here. I'm not even close to being
so with your options and everything.
My options and everything. So I start looking, I had 17 cards left. So I built a deck, and I could have used all my red cards, and just would have been quicker for me to take 2 out.
Yeah.
And it would have been for me to waste all that. I was like, okay, too many copies of that one. Okay. And I actually didn't have 4 of anything, but I was like, there's a really cool card. It's like, I got a pink bulldozer on it, and it's 0 to play, and then you get 2 memory at the beginning of the turn, and then you have to give it back at the end.
Okay.
That's perfect, because that is like that. When we were playing,
I
could have, it's just shifting everything to the left so you could like do some stuff, then attack. Then once your turn done, you're still spending the energy, but anyways, that really made me laugh, because I was like, wow, this is hilarious. And that was this, I took a picture of how I'm like nerdy. I was like, all right, here's the distribution.
Yeah, I meant to do that. I meant to send you one back, because I was curious as well to see what our was. And then I had taken everything out of my binder to re-put, so it's just like my rares and whatever in there. And I was like, beans. I put my whole collection in, so it would be a skewed sample at that point. But it is weird to see
like how that works, right? You know, I just thought the eggs were interesting, because it wasn't like an even distribution of eggs, but a disparity between. So I think green was the most common, and then red, then blue, then yellow, then black, then purple. And after reading, purple looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, purple and blue are probably my kind of colors, because when I play Magic, I like to play a lot of the trash and that. I just understand that concept so much more. And I really like shortchanging. Like, I have a blue-purple deck right now, and I call it Memory Haze, because I'm not giving you a lot of memory, and I'm just like trashing my guys. I suicide them into people, get data, get draws. So yeah, purple's going to be a lot of fun. The green, black, and purple starter decks are not out yet.
Right.
So those won't be for maybe next month, I believe. But there'll be more base for that coming up. But right now, if you're trying to make any of those decks, you need to either like just go online and like individually buy, or like you said, hopefully get it. But purple and black are also some of the more scarce. Like I barely got purple or black.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that might be intentional, because green there's a ton of.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what that was, but
what it's going to be. They need to get more distribution out there so that more people can get into this game, because I enjoyed it. And when I was a kid, I've got boxes of just old stuff. I was looking for old Pokemon cards I had, because I was like, man, I forgot how much TCG games are, how much fun they are.
Oh, they're tons of fun.
Yeah. So Kara and we get up this morning and we had one more box. Yeah. So now this box.
Now this one though.
Kara, what did you want to do with this box?
We split it 50-50.
50-50. A box goes a lot faster when you only get to open half of it.
I know. It's a little bit, it's like, so, but now when you say you split 50.
Jealous looking at the other guy's pile. Like.
Yeah. So are you okay if I let people know how weird you are?
That's fine.
So Kara's she smells them. She'll take the pack and she'll be like, this one has a rare card in it. She was like,
hey,
she's probably.
If it works, it's not weird. We're taking her to the card shop.
Right.
You're like a truffle pig for Digimon. Yeah, give me the good one. Go on, Leave it up.
So that was really funny to me, because she was probably hitting about 65 to 75% accuracy, which was really funny.
It's too late. You knew Kara was weird.
Yep, yeah. Right.
I'm weird, not ashamed of it. In my intro to work email, I said I was a nerd straight up, so everybody would know.
So this is what was fun for me. So every time we opened up a pack, Kara would start to research the cards and like look them up, and she was really getting into it. And she's naming them off. And I don't have a reason to enjoy her naming these off, other than it's an activity we're doing together. And that's what was really funny. So she's like, oh, I really like this Tankmon. Or I'm butchering this so bad.
Dolphmon, is that what?
Dolphmon, yeah.
Kara described, there's a card, and it's a black card, and she said, this one's cute. It looks like Agumon pretending to be a soldier. Do you know who is that?
Commandramon, yeah.
And so it was the
and you're already like on top of it.
I know it, because just he looks like a commando.
He is. These guys like in that, and again going back to like the Pokemon thing. They're like, hey, let's give Pikachu, we can maybe give him like some navy color, like camo color.
Imagine Charmander.
Yeah.
Charmander in like blue, black, and gray, like digital camo. And he's got his little helmet on.
It's digital camo.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And he just looks so cute, and it looks like little Charmander trying to be like super tough, and he's really not.
But
he is, but he's cute.
The fun thing is, what's the name of this one?
Commandramon.
Commandramon. So
we said it twice. Get on.
Yeah, right. Get on the bandwagon. When was he introduced? Like, did you know about him before the card game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you looked at him, would you ever thought, oh, that looks like an Agumon dressing up, or would you just accept him for being Commandramon?
That one, I would say, kind of looks more like Agumon dressing up. I guess for me,
a lot of things like that where it's just reskins.
Yeah. Well, I won't get on a side tangent. Psychmon, Darkseid. We'll get into it later.
So what was fun was, it's like when someone comes in, or like when you stare at a problem and you look at it for like 10 hours, and someone comes in and they're like, oh, this is the fix, and they see it in 2 seconds. That's kind of what it's like. It's a newbie coming in, so it's fun to see how like these people interpret these, because she's like, we've never seen the card before.
Well,
so she's like, this is Agumon Soldier, and then this is Agumon Lego.
Yeah, whatever. Agumon. I mean, they definitely I think there's an Agumon for every color. Maybe not blue. Blue might be the only color without an Agumon, because they have like Vmon, but and there's like Bushido Agumon, and then there's Professor Agumon.
I have Agumon Expert.
Agumon Expert. That's it. That's all. And they did give Terriermon as like his assistant, and he's always tripping over his big ears, and it's so cute. Oh. It's in later sets, and I want the card just because it's adorable. Momentai, but like it's for me, it's like watching somebody reading Lord of the Rings, or listening to somebody read Lord of the Rings the first time, you're like, oh, did you know?
Oh, exactly.
Like, because like I know all these things, and I'm like, I'm like, you guys just look cute. Like you're learning these things. And to see an outsider's perspective, because there's a guy who reviews Digimon. He's like Wazzy something. He's a YouTuber. Does a really good job. He's been on there since the beginning. And he's like, honestly, I'm just into this because, like it's a new card game.
Right.
He's like, I didn't know. He's like, Monzymon's my favorite because he's a big teddy bear.
Yeah.
And it's like, why people like, I know who Monzymon is and I know his whole business and like, but like Digimon are weird looking.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like to see an outsider's view of that later without the nostalgia glasses that I have on, because my nostalgia glasses are thick with the double C. And but it's fun. It's fun watching new people delve into it and in different ways. You were saying how like people like even open your card packs differently. But to see how people take this card game in their own direction too, even with our little group that we have right now. And like, I don't know, it's really cool. So, but yeah, like, so you get to have this fresh experience and not have like, it's like watching Pokemon. I'm like, I really like, Ekans, but he's a bad guy Pokemon.
Right.
Like you kind of have that in there. You're like, am I a bad guy for liking Ekans?
Right.
He's got a skull on his head. Is he a baddie?
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about that. You're like, Edamon, he's a monkey with a big bulge, and I'm cool with that, Or
he makes me feel weird. He's like, it's like not like that, but like he's weird. He's creepy.
But not like that. No, I think we need to go.
He's creepy. He is so creepy.
He is creepy, and
he's magnetic at the same time.
He's so magnetic. You think
gross.
about him though.
He's gross. That's all I have to say.
But
he's
on
gross.
Your mind. But yes, to see like so now you guys can have these favorite Digimon that like I might have skewed away from because I'm like, oh no, that's a bad guy Digimon, or this is like Puppetmon's like a super powerful great card that should be in everybody's deck. Just play hard cast it. Nope, he was and I'm gonna cut out my words because we're live.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
but I still play him even though I hate him.
It's a thing. Like I don't even know if I'll play my Otismon. Like,
really, I like.
I know my Otismon's cool though.
Dope.
Every time there's a big fog bank as an adult, and there's a big fog bank, I'm like, my Otismon's up some right now. And you'll get that reference a little bit later, but
so strategy wise, the other reason I enjoy the game is the mechanics are not complex as of now. They're simple, and it says they're going to add mechanics like complexity in as the sets come out, which is fine, but it's simple enough. This is a stupid mobile game I played, Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah.
When it started off, like now it suffers from power creep really bad. When it started off, like the coolest thing is if you played Wedge Antilles and Biggs Darklighter together, when one of them attacked, the other one would assist. Like that was the most advanced mechanic. Like that was overwhelming. It was awesome. It was super cool because you get like two people in one turn. And now there's characters that come out and you just get blasted with a wall of text. It's like Revan has entered the battlefield, and the first time someone's health drops below this many HP, they got this.
Yu-Gi-Oh problem.
Yeah, so it gets out of control. So this is fun because the mechanics are really simple and it was really, really cool. So back to booster packs. We got done, right? And I was like, looking at Kara, I was like, "Want to play yet?" Nope. I'm good. Nope, not yet. So that we open all the packs, right?
Yeah.
Right. We open up all the packs, and then it was really fun. This is the fun thing. Like it was crazy. So I
Swanky clipped Kara's thing about Edamon making you feel weird.
Swanky, you're banned from the podcast. Leave.
So I copied you with your Star Wars mat. I rolled that on the kitchen table. It felt like there's a slip of the cards on there and everything, and like clean, like no distractions. So I see Carol over there, and it's just like a side of her I haven't seen. I've known her for 7+ years now, and she's over there like she's like got the cards, and instantly. Now remember I said I did it by distribution of the cards I got. Nope, Kara, Roy G. Biv. So she started with the rainbow.
I do have it in color. Yep.
She lays them out in rainbow
Red, yellow,
fashion.
green, blue, purple, black.
And then when I'm sorting them, I'm like reading each card. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is who this is. Oh, this one's, this is vanilla one. This can just, simple. Oh, this one's got a mechanic. So I read it and then I like do my thing. Kara's like, color, level, options, tamers.
You and I sort the same way.
Like, it's a hierarchy. First it's color, then it's double, then it's this, and then I'm like, oh my goodness. And she looks at me and she's like, I'm having fun just organizing these cards. I'm like,
and then I would take out the rares just to make sure there's no rares that are worth a lot of money. I think like one of them was worth $15, something like that. But then so I'd look them all up and make sure there were no rares that were worth like tons of money. And the tamers, we had one of the tamers, Matt, was it Matt?
Ishida?
You got a Matt Ishida. Was it the purple one?
We have
These are $15.
Yeah.
We have a purple one, a purple Matt.
Yeah, Matt Ishida's good. I run two.
Mimi was worth like
Yep.
like,
There's a few of them that like
Mimi's awesome.
Mimi is they're right now there's a bit of a problem where a lot of people are trying to play the meta. And the game still isn't, I wouldn't say it's like where people are getting like garbo about it, but since it's so fresh and so new, a lot of people are like, these are the cards I've seen playing, so I'm not even going to give the other ones a chance. Like, there's been a few cards, and not to be like, yeah, like I thought this was a cool card before. But
not going hipster.
But I did. I've got the hipster hat on because I was outside all day, and I don't want to take this thing off right now. It's going to be a nightmare. But we have Edamon to make you feel uncomfortable. I don't need to have
Dear God, I'm leaving.
Dark Network. Anyways, I've been using this card, and now that Wazzy guy, he's like, oh, people have been starting to use this, and it's really good. And it's like, well, yeah, but the only reason people weren't using it was because no one had seen it used yet. And now people are finding ways to like counter the meta, or there's, with more availability, you're getting more of these kitchen sink decks where it's just people playing for fun. And it's not like, I put this money into this game, I better make a competitive deck to make this worth it. Now it's getting down to where it's like, it's an everyman's game again. And it's nice to see some of those cards coming back in. So there'll be some price variance. And I'm like, yeah, no, this is a great card. Like there's a purple Mimi that I use that with blue card, I get like 2 memory for free, which is big in the game, like just to get for free. And it's like other people are just kind of catching on to this because they're like, oh, it's a low cost card, so it can't be good.
Right.
Mind you, and this is, I don't know if it's salty because I'm not in it for the money, because like I'm scared to sell cards. I don't know how to do it. It's an extra step past me. Yeah. So like I would, if someone wants to sell my cards for me, you get 10% seller's fee because I don't like that extra struggle. But I think all of my ults, everything would probably equal up to about 2 of your cards. Not even the expensive ones. Like I got most of the ones that are just like, because they're not being used in like huge tournament decks. Yeah. They look nice, or like there's some cards that are like a little bit cheaper that work maybe a bit better. They're just not like, I think there'll be some variance, like I said now. But I'm like, part of me is like, I wanted to pull an expensive one too. But I like these cards. Yeah. That's more the gamer that I am. I'm that guy in the Pokemon games like, use your favorite Pokemon, not all the strong Pokemon.
Okay, that's me. Like, I like Bulbasaur, and if I would never let my Bulbasaur evolve. He's gonna remain cute, adorable little Bulbasaur because Venusaur is ugly and.
Yep. I don't like Crocodont, the second of.
That's a weird one.
It is. It's a weird one. Took a weird step. They're like, let's make him a caveman for no reason.
Right. Well,
sorry.
It's sad for me. I've played Sword and Shield, and so we've got a couple Pokemon cards too. I've pulled Pokemon I don't even recognize, and I'm like up to date. I've played all the games. I know them. I don't know some of these Pokemon. I don't get it. It's like that's really makes me feel old. Yeah. Like, how do I not know this guy?
Blake says, "Let's go, Darrell."
Let's do it. Yeah. Okay. Play.
I don't know if he's like, "Let's go" or "Let's go."
Let's go. Well, if it's a fight, yes, I'll fight you. And if it's 10% to sell my cards, hit me up.
I just got a Duolingo notification.
That's so funny. So then another, I was like this deck building video I was watching. Somebody said like, figure out a point to your deck and then go for it. But one of those legitimate points is people build it around a card they love, like, but not because it's good, because they like Digimon, or whatever. So like they'll build a card where like they can like play a lot.
Because there is ways like Gazimon would probably be. I don't know. We're getting nerdy.
We weren't already.
We've almost been going an hour on just Digimon.
Woo! What? But yeah, Gazimon's one of my favorite. Probably be my partner Digimon. And so I'm like, I like his deck. Like, let's see if I can make something around him. And it was about like blocking off your opponent gaining memory. And I'm like, I can deal with that.
That's pretty cool.
And I made that deck and it works pretty good, I think.
Jim said he didn't have fun playing against it.
Good. That means it's a good deck. Yeah.
He's like, all he does is hose you on memory.
That's precisely it.
Well, and then the game that I played with Darrell, or one of the ones we played, is like I'm like swinging big memory sometimes. Like you and I played, you weren't shy about it. You were sending me to 5, 6 memory. Like Darrell kept me right around 1 to 2 memory constantly.
Well, so I would prefer to play like that, but I was getting boned. All I was getting was level 4 and 5 Digimon.
Yep. So you're like, I guess I'm gonna drop it.
Yeah.
Eventually.
So I was like, I'd have a rookie sitting there waiting to get leveled up, or in training. I mean, no rookies and just a bunch of champions in my hands.
Yeah.
Like this is stupid. It's like, okay, I'll drop this. Go to 13, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Which really, it makes it hard to be able to swing into security then too, because it's like as soon as I drop it, it's his turn.
Right. And that's what I love so much about that game. It's like you can just plop her down, but there's risk and reward for it, and everything feels. There's not a lot of like super feel bad moments, because I think I talked with you on this, where if you attack into security, there's still a good chance you get something out of it, especially if your deck's like built that way, where it's like, oh no, I'm down in security, but now I've got a tamer played for free, or I got a cool effect that came off of my card. Like,
well, that's when Jeremy and I were playing. I was talking like I think the green Mimi is ridiculous, and he ended up pulling 2 of them out of security for me.
Yeah.
So I could rack an egg into the thing, level it up, and push it out for free.
that's so cool. But yeah.
So before I know Chris will cut. So the fun thing about it is, like, in the course of the past week and a half, from going from playing to buying a bunch of boxes to finding something that Kara enjoys in it, it's been a fun week, because it just this is what we do on a day-to-day basis in our free time.
I'd like to open some packs and stream them.
So Kara's like, with the value of these packs. So here's what's really sad, and the last point I'm going to make, and it gets away from just being Digimon exclusive, is a big problem with this is the amount of retailers that are available. And so right now we have a couple places in Duluth that carry them. And I hopped onto the subreddit, like I said, and there's vendors, the equivalent to like our local vendor, who they're charging scalping prices at local card stores.
It's
and that
sickening.
to me is like wrong. It's
The Facebook
horrible.
page chewed. A guy got on there and he's like, hey, stop by. And everyone's like, this is marked up like 40%. What are
Right.
you doing? You come in here like knowing we're anti-scalpers.
Right.
And you post this BS. Like, it's ridiculous. Because of the scarcity.
Yeah.
But for local game stores and vendors to
Yeah.
be doing that, like, I understand you buy a box and you want to sell it out.
Yep.
Because, like, I personally bought it. I'm going to scalp because, like, oh, well, hey, I don't need this box that bad if I can make double my money. As an
Right.
individual, not nice, but I get it.
Right.
Yeah, well, because you're still subject to the same limitations in supply. Like, whereas a vendor gets more in and then can turn around and double, like,
Yeah.
triple their
It's-
margins.
Yep. And not to cook my own goose, I suppose, here, but, like, if you are buying a box and you pay more than $98 plus tax on it, you're going to get scammed.
Yeah.
Period.
Right.
Like, maybe 110 would be the most. And
If you're just desperate to have it
if
right
you're just
now.
desperate, anything like anything past that, they are wholly taking advantage of you. And
Well,
I've been seeing
I can't get over the fact that a starter deck, and they almost made it worse by putting, so a starter deck's $10 and it comes with a booster. So the problem is that's a really good value. You get a high volume of cards, and then you get a booster pack in there. So I've been seeing starter decks going on the secondhand market with the booster pulled for $30. That's ridiculous. So you don't get the booster, but then you can get ones that are 30 and it comes with a booster. But that's 3 times face value. Like, you can get a box for the price of 3 second market boosters.
Exactly. And that's why, like, when I gave that one to you, besides being a crack dealer on it and knowing it gets you hooked, gotta do what you gotta do to get your friends to play the games you want to play with them. But because I bought them for playing cost.
Yep.
And I want you to play. I want people to play with, so I'm not gonna like screw you over on that. And it's you're like, and the fact is, it's a 1.0 box, which are harder to find.
Yeah.
So people are absolutely jacking those up. It's like, that's how this game is going to thrive. This is how this game is going to get out there, and people are only seeing the dollar signs off of it. Or there was so many people that like, can't pay, don't play. We saw that all over the Reddit, all over Facebook, and I told them that's a weird hill to die on. Like, you're not even the store owner, and you're like, well, if you can't pay for the game, then why play it? It's like,
well, there's a lot of like talking about like getting away from like toxic culture stuff. There's a lot of MTG players that are like that. It's like, oh, you don't have $2,500 to sink into a deck? Don't play with me then.
my friends, I said earlier, they have $5,000 decks. Like, never.
It's crazy.
Never.
You're not allowed to spend that much.
3552 requests somebody do a flip.
Yeah, I can do a kick. No, I can't do a kick flip either. Are you sure? Is that not Tony Hawk? He didn't say do a kick flip.
No, it just says, yo, do a flip. I don't think that'll be happening.
I can't imagine.
Sorry, it was just since I'm in
good.
chat right
Yeah, you're
now.
good.
Swanky wants to know if we have a Discord. We don't. I don't know the first thing about running a Discord. Jeremy has a better idea, but...
Yeah.
Here's the thing: we're really crappy at managing social media. So even if we had one, we probably wouldn't be on there very much.
We'll figure it.
I can be a
figure
social media
out.
guy on your
Are we
right.
gonna
There you
do
go.
something?
Yeah.
There we
We're gonna do one of
go.
those channels like, oh, we have a Patreon Discord for $3 a
Yeah,
month.
that's-
You can tell the. No, if we have one, we'll broadcast.
You can
it.
watch Kara sniff booster pack.
That's a weird. That made me kind of adamant about that.
No, that's the $15 a month level, Jeremy.
Or you can. I guess you can take.
$15 a month. You can watch my voicemail packs.
Whoa.
Send us your Digimon packs. Kara will send you back the ones that are guaranteed to have rare ones in it. So
That's
you can
true.
you can sell the ones that don't have
Hey,
them.
she has a 60 to 70%
Yeah,
luck rate
success
on that.
rate, yeah.
That's
Yep.
That's
pretty
better than a
good.
coin toss.
That's
Here's
way
what we should
better.
do. If I do a live stream opening the rest of the ones we have, I'll sniff them. And we'll see which ones I get right and which ones I get wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we on our Lego channel, on
You
our,
get to see the instant regret.
on the instant or on our Lego channel, somebody said that we were inappropriate or immature for talking about butts.
Butts are great.
Wait, you
Anyways,
know what?
Butts
Even
are
the reference
great.
to it, it was a clone who had the pauldron, and then there's like the butt flap is what I
Yeah.
call it. He was wearing like a
It's like a skirt.
like a
type.
Roman soldier, and they've got like the leather triangle cutout
Yeah.
things. He had one for his.
It was like the Titan in Destiny. He's got the
like
mark.
a mark.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
a Titan
yeah.
mark, but on a clone trooper.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I built this minifig, and there's like, Chris is like, you didn't even do it right. You forgot that piece. And I was like, man, I messed up on his butt flap. And somebody's like, I find the use of butts on a Lego channel very inappropriate, especially for an adult at your age. I'm like, dude, what? No.
Hi,
What's
Grandpa.
wrong with people?
I gotta catch up on chat real quick. Stonks says, "How do you have 3 viewers? You guys have a nice room." Look at that RGB. It's not like,
Woo! 3 viewers on whatever platform you're on.
yeah, he's on Twitch.
We're hitting up YouTube
Oh, wait,
and
so
Facebook.
it's Brad, Swanky, and then
and Stonks.
Stonks.
So we've been doing this for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
It's just like a slow accrual of stuff, and it's like we can't help if people don't find us. We try to be entertaining. We try to be visually appealing.
I think we're hilarious.
we have all these wacky, crazy camera angles. We have this one for no
wacky,
reason.
crazy camera angles.
Like,
I could
literally, we
lay
have so
down
many
there for
cameras.
a while.
That'd be funny. That's the
Yeah, Darrell
guest
jumped down
camera.
there.
Just
Yeah.
lay on the floor. Just
So-
This time with Double D. Like the comfort in Kara's purse, in their sandbag. There's a
that's for safety.
That is for safety. There's a Gargemon, which keeps your security safe.
Yeah.
Alt art that
would you like a
coming out.
pillow down there?
You know what? I'm good here.
He's only got.
I don't know if we're picking him up very well. 'Cause
Yeah.
we don't have that mic on
Yeah,
anymore.
the shotgun isn't hooked up.
We had to take that out to give him his actual
the
mic.
guest mic.
Gotcha.
This little bit. Now for $20 on Patreon, the exclusive Darrell dating on the floor shot for the entire.
Yeah, this is a taste test only.
Yeah, you get a little sample again. I got you that starter deck, dog.
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
get those packs. Yeah, you want more of me on the floor? $20 a month Patreon.
So to wrap this conversation
Lord.
before we move in to a nice big bubble, it was very fun to get back into a trading card game again because it was such a part of the thing I did for such a long time. And like I said, Kara's got something she loves about it. She has her thing, whether she plays or not.
She will.
I was gonna say, if people need their Digimon cards sorted and organized, I am the girl for that. I enjoyed it.
I would be willing to bet that people, if you just like,
I bet people
basically
watch
we're doing this, if you're just like talking
See?
about whatever and just sorting cards, people
like
will
ASMR Digimon card sorting. Like
Yeah.
you'd be like,
be like,
and I put the purple 4 on a purple blue, or whatever.
right.
yeah, it's like,
Or even
we're now sorting out the tamer cards.
or even just those initial reactions from somebody who doesn't know Digimon.
Yeah.
Because you guys, I got to see it live, and it was really funny to me. But like when she's going through, and she's like, "Oh, this one's really cute, and this one's really cute, and this is Agumon. It's looks like a soldier." And then she sees that magnet gorilla, and she's like, "Oh,
Edamon.
He's weird. You know, like
Well, so you
Okay, so he's posing like
Yeah.
this, like
blood going on. Oh, senpai.
Because Jeremy's gotten the I have no idea end of it, and then he's gotten to see somebody else have the I have no idea end of it
Yeah.
like in the same day.
we both have no idea what we're doing. But before I finish, the cool bubble wrap circle thing is
The bubble wrap circle thing.
it's fun. It was fun to go to my local card store and actually like support it and be there. And then they treated me really well too, which I thought was really cool. And because like I'm sure you can buy like sleeves and stuff on Amazon for super cheap, but it's fun to have a place that stocks these things and that you can just go to. It's got smell the what like when we used to buy Magic cards, Chris. Opening a like the actual card paper smell, glorious.
yeah. Jeremy opens up a pack and he's like, "Oh, this is such a nostalgic scent for
Oh
me."
my
Carrie's like,
gosh.
right in my face. And I'm like,
I'm-
all right.
New computer parts,
And you're like,
new computer parts smell so good. New video game
don't
controllers.
they pack some nitrogen?
I have no idea.
I miss the smell of opening a
probably
VHS, like a
Oh,
plastic
yeah.
VHS box, and there was that first hit of like,
Also, I have a theory about that because the tape is usually warm when it gets put away, right? And I think that affects the container that it's in. So like
that
as it
makes
cools down,
sense.
it like makes it smell different. So like the more used the thing is, the more like it develops that aroma.
Interesting.
You're making me laugh because for some reason I thought you were gonna go there. We've been playing a lot of Valheim too, and you do a lot of just roasting over an open fire. I thought you were gonna say like the tape was put away warm, so it was cooking itself as it was like that's like the fresh aroma of baked VHS. But we've been watching Psych, and there's an episode where they think Lassiter got taken by Bigfoot. And so Gus goes up, and there's a fire, a meat on a spit over a fire, and they think it could be Lassiter, but they're like, "Oh, it smells so good!" And then Gus takes a bite out, and then they're like, "That could be Lassiter," and he was like, "Well, Lassiter tastes good." It's so funny. But it just reminded me of that because of that VHS thing. So yeah, it was really good to be back in the card store. The smells, the things. There's like, it even. Kara's interest, it's I put him in the sleeve for the first time and she said, "Oh, that's kind of fun." She even wants to sleeve them.
matching.
It's organization. I'm not organized in life, but
My wife's like, "Well, would you?"
She
bring
just
home
goes
today?"
upstairs and tells you to leave her alone.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going down in my basement and like Gollum, like, yes, my cards. And then she's like, "Are you down there doing that thing again?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Well, which
Yep.
thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Which?
My favorite part is when I came over.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you sure this is all right?" And you said, "And this is nice." You're like, "Oh, my wife knows that I need this right now," or whatever. It's like she knows that this was coming out, and I'm gonna be playing this game with people, so we're good. All right. Like, just imagine. I know what Kara would be like. She would be the same way. So
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit chat real quick. A few minutes ago, Adam said, "What you guys need is a side host to the Micro Machines commercial guy."
Yay!
And then Brad said, "Sexy pose camera." And then Swanky said, "Possible title for episode. You didn't see this coming, Digimon."
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I think
like
we should
that,
use it.
actually.
I think we should use it.
So I mean, that's literally
Chris's life a lot
the
easier.
only thing that I have to do after that, I just come up with the title. So I'm just gonna steal that.
Good.
Nice.
You've
Way to go,
officially
Swinky.
titled the episode. Okay, so do you remember last week that you guys said you were gonna make one of those like fortune teller things?
Mash.
Yes.
Yep.
Mash, yep.
Yeah. So does somebody want to start working on that real quick while I tell a story of how my week wasn't so fun?
Yes.
How are we gonna do this? Do we have paper?
I got a whiteboard.
Oh, that'll work.
Gotta remember how to set it up.
Yeah, if you just Google how to play MASH, and then Darrell and I will come up with the choices that get
Well, no,
chosen.
Chad's got to help come up with choices.
Yeah, chat
too.
will.
Chat too. Darrell and I vote on the choices.
Okay.
Oh, crepes.
Oh,
And it almost turned into another word.
yeah. You did very good. I'm proud of you. We had
I caught it in
beforehand.
the part way through.
Rise
Okay.
of the podcast. I have a whiteboard
Jeremy,
with
I'll
Diet
write
Coke
because
spilled
you
on it.
can't write.
No.
Your
I'm the
handwriting's
host.
horrible.
That's not the point. People aren't looking at that.
But
Oh.
as long as you can read it, because sometimes you ask me what you wrote and I don't know because I can't read it
If you need to
either.
distract him with the sexy cam. Well,
What a shot.
That was a shot. It's fine. It was got.
I took out that stormtrooper so hard.
The poor
Boy,
shark's
it's a good thing it
tail.
wasn't
The rest of it's
All
down
Hallows
there.
Eve, the board game by Darrell Davy.
Your camera's
Yes.
on the side.
Oh, good. Yes, All Hallows Eve, the board game. Although I do make these things pretty tough. and durable for your gaming table.
I'm gonna make
the world of All Hallows Eve on Facebook.
I'm not gonna do this, but
You
I'm
need
just being
6.
funny.
You need 6 categories.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Oh, Adam.
I really enjoyed. Have you ever played around with Tabletop Simulator?
I have. I need
really
to get
fun.
back into it.
I was gonna joke. I'm gonna make a mod of All Hallows Eve on Tabletop
Thought about it.
Just kidding.
Adam says, I may have missed my Chicago trip, and I'm glad that I'm able to make this.
Oh, awesome.
Then he says, COVID sucks, get the vaccine.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. It's been great. I didn't get 5G or a third eye, and I drank a ton of Powerade like the day before my second shot.
That's what Kara just said. Yeah.
100 and like I felt like I might have had like a mild hangover is the worst it was. As long as I was kind of moving around the next day, totally fine. But yeah.
So, a side note for anybody keeping score at home, we still have dropped 0 frames since we switched over to the cell phone.
Wow.
Air fiber.
It's not. I have the settings dialed down so hard on this to try and just get it out onto the internet. Like the fact that my phone can handle it, and my phone's kind of a piece of crap.
Don't let it hear.
So-
That's the workhorse right now. You don't.
Yeah.
That's
I'm sorry, phone. You're doing great.
build a pony right now.
Yeah, I'm kicking to the butt too hard.
Yeah. Should I pretend to be on something right now?
No.
I'm making sure I know the rules.
Brownie story time. So I'm a commercial producer for a local television station here. So I go out and make ads for like local companies and stuff like that. And normally I have a personal rule that I won't do shoots on Fridays because Fridays are kind of a cluster. There's a lot of stuff that needs to get in. There's deadlines that need to be met. And the last thing I need to do is take up a couple hours of the day being away from the office when emergency stuff might happen.
Sure.
And so, against my better judgment, I scheduled a shoot for a Friday because it was just to be a quick, easy shoot, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And so, also, because we have a litany of cameras here, I usually just take a camera with me, so I don't need to stop at work to get anything. I just go straight to the shoot from my house, save myself some time. And
Jeremy, just
I needed a light kit. We have a light kit down here. It's the same light kit that we have at work, but I didn't want to go to work. I was getting ready to come down here on Thursday night to pick up a light kit so that I would just be ready to rock and roll for the shoot. I back out of my driveway. It's raining yesterday. My windshield wipers literally do not turn on.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the F? I was so mad. Like, I tried all this stuff, switching fuses, starting to stop in the car. Could not fix it. So I'm like, crap. Okay. So then park the car, talk to my boss, work out to get a ride from my house to the station on Friday. So I can take a station vehicle to the shoot and then I have to take the station vehicle back and then come back home, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I just basically added like a whole bunch of extra like faffing around time to what is normally a crazy busy day.
Sure.
So I'm like, fine, I'll just deal with it. So the first part goes fine to get there, get the shoot done. The shoot was super easy. The guy was really prepared, got everything done really fast, super nice, perfect. Get back to the station, and my boss like, just take the station vehicle home. It's fine, right?
I don't know what that was doing out here, yeah.
And I was like,
oh, cool, we're doing a big one today.
You need to write.
So he's like, oh yeah, just go ahead and take it home. So I'm driving home. I'm going over the Blotnick Bridge.
Or whatever.
And so keep in mind, I just had windshield wiper problems on my other car. The windshield wiper flies off of the freaking van.
That's a twofer.
Yeah, so
personal vehicle busted. Work vehicle busted.
Yeah, so now it's like, what? It's like, it didn't like go shooting off into the stratosphere, but it's off and it's like rattling around on the windshield wiper arm.
Sure.
So I look at it and it's just the regular sort of like J-hook style. I even worked at a parts store. I know how to put on every style of wiper blade. This is the literal easiest type.
Yeah, if I can do this car maintenance, you can. Yeah.
And,
I can't even reach.
And so like I lock it back on. It's like, okay, cool, it's on now. But then somehow in the course of it tumbling around, the rubber got all messed up on it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it'll still move water, but not super great. So then I text this to my boss. I'm like, freaking windshield wiper came off when I was driving home. And he like, I was waiting for him to say something like, oh, no. And he's like, that's kind of funny. And I was like, I'm glad that you see it from my point of view. Because like super frustrated. But so like, I just had like back to back, like super, so this thing that should have taken maybe about a total hour out of my day has now taken like 3 hours of my day because of the faffing around and going back and forth and trying to fix the thing and everything. Mm-hmm. So then, sit back in my computer and it's just like a wall of email and stuff. And it was not a great way to end the week. And I still don't know
Why'd you erase that?
if, it could be one of two problems for my personal vehicle. It's either the wiper motor, which is not super easy to replace yourself because you have to there's linkages for your wiper blades and stuff.
Sure.
And it's kind of like a pain in the butt to get it installed right, but it's only about $100.
Okay.
And it's probably not that because my windshield wipers were kind of acting weird before. If it's the multi-function.
It's about a box Digimon cards, just so everyone is aware of my conversion rates.
100 double cheeseburgers. But if it's the multi-function switch, it's anywhere from $250 to $400. And it's my car is worth $500.
Right.
And it's what? And it's so it's just it's been a frustrating thing. So I have a couple of buddies who go to junkyards and they're taking a look for me for.
Not to mention, it's rained for 3 days straight, been foggy for 2, and then rain again. It is the worst time to have wiper problems.
Right.
Yeah.
Driving to Duluth to pay for cards and the next day getting them, my Autos mod was up to something because it was you hit by Spirit Mountain and me at the back of the studio couldn't see.
Yeah, guaranteed. That place is guaranteed fog.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I could just close my eyes and drive just as fine, but
So are you ready for MASH?
I just got a quick catch up on some chat here, and then there is one other thing we have to do after this too.
This is going to be absolutely hilarious. Okay. By the way, because where this is going to go is really funny.
So Adam says it's the 5G from all the vaccinated people in the room powering the stream.
Right.
Stonk says I keep being impressed by the quality. We appreciate that. We try to make it look at least nice. Swanky says this is why you carry a Snickers on you at all times. And then Stonk says, haha, no saying glace.
Oh, funny.
So
funny. We've been learning Spanish.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah, and your little competition program thing, right?
Yeah, and Kara and Chris were.
We've left him in the dust.
Boom.
Jeremy's playing for third place and third place alone.
I would somehow learn Dutch trying to learn Spanish. I should join just so you can beat me and feel better. 'Cause I'm fine with playing that role. I'm okay with that.
Gabe says he's live right now, so he might be in and out of chat. That's perfectly fine.
Are you racing, Gabe? And because all of his old racing videos are off his Twitch, and I want to watch his racing stuff.
There used to be a way that you could save all of your streams, and I wonder if that's something that maybe you have to be affiliate or partner now to do that.
Oh, dumb.
But otherwise, they'll only save it for 2 weeks.
Dumb. All right.
So,
all right. What's the other thing you have to do? I'm excited.
Well, no. So the thing that you told me to write down when we were doing the Lego build is the other thing we have to do tonight still. And I know you don't remember.
I don't, which is why I'm glad I had you write it down.
I remember that I wrote it down. I forgot what it was until I reread it.
Are we doing that now?
No, we're doing MASH.
Oh, back. Okay, everybody. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a game called MASH.
We'll let chat answer all the things.
We're going to so here's how it's going to be. We'll need some names and stuff coming in as quick as we can for these categories, the following categories. Who's Kara's going to marry? And Darrell and I are going to go ahead and pick one. We need 4 spouses, but I want this to be not real people. I want this to be from the things that we're into. A Star Wars character or whatever, but what is the monkey that makes her feel uncomfortable?
Edamon was going to be my first one.
No.
So we are putting Edamon on the list as a possible one, and this is going to be so funny.
Please.
This is the one that you
Kara's playing? I thought I was playing.
Oh, you want to play?
Well, that's fine. We can have Kara play.
We'll just do this. This is going to be about Chris?
We'll cycle it around for the next 3 episodes. How about that?
Okay, that's fine.
So we'll start with Kara because I want to see.
Okay, so
dear
we've got
God, I will kill myself if it's
Ahsoka.
She's going to marry Ahsoka. I'll put it on there.
All right. And then Brad says Wookiee. Gamorrean guard.
Oh.
Okay, we'll cut it at that.
Dear Lord.
Nice.
You're kind of in furries.
I mean, I'd take Ahsoka.
Toss Ewok on there.
Okay.
So who are we going to get rid of Edamon? Get rid of Edamon.
No, Edamon's not going away.
Fine.
It's just
so then we need 5 for the next one.
Okay, the next thing is, and this one's going to be a little bit hard. Where's she going to live? So like a city, a location, a space thing. She ended up in Star Wars. Don't forget Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
We can come up with some too.
Yeah.
Star Trek, Lord of the Rings. I would live in Minas Tirith.
I don't even know. That's Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. It's Gondor.
Oh, Gondor. So I put Gondor down as
Minas Tirith is the city.
We'll put in Gondor. I don't know how to spell the other one.
Do you know how to spell Gondor?
No, I know how to spell Gondor. I don't know how to put Minas Tirith.
Jeremy, how'd you spell Gondor?
Gondor.
Good job.
Okay, you did it.
I was expecting an ER at the end and been like, no,
that's Gander. That's Gander Mountain.
Yeah, it's not
It's
Gander.
Gondor.
The Shire.
The Shire. Oh,
I
think Gander Mountain, like in one of the exhibits, might not be bad either.
Superior, Wisconsin.
We'll put Superior.
Needletown, USA.
I love the thing. You see that dark over there? That's superior.
All the time.
And then like
don't go there.
Should we be like Hoth would be funny.
Tuscan Raider hut.
I already live in Hoth.
Inside of a tauntaun.
No, put specifically Tuscan Raider hut.
I don't know. I just think a body tent inside a tauntaun forever is
You've heard the joke. What's the internal temperature of a tauntaun?
lukewarm.
Right there.
Okay, do we go for a fifth or we just pick 4?
Let's go for a 5th.
Okay, but that a File Island. How about that?
Fire Island. Yep.
There we go.
There we go. Bring
Keep
it
with
all
a
in.
theme. She's gonna end up with Edamon on File Island.
Hey there, pretty mama.
You know how to cross these out now, right?
Yes.
Okay, you sure?
So they're gonna start. We can either pick a number and then I go through and cross them out, or we can just have some people spit out numbers and I'll cycle through it that way.
That's how this works. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's how it works. Okay, and then so this is. I'm just going off the thing. Vehicle for Kara to drive. So let's start naming some. We got
Batmobile.
Batmobile. That's cool.
I
That's
drive the
cool.
Batmobile, and then
So
you know what I
vehicle to
do?
chat.
All the people I can't stand while I'm driving, I get stuck behind someone and just blast them with a missile.
Oompa. Oh, why can't I think of the flying sky bison?
Oh, Appa.
Millennium Falcon.
Sorry, not to
Yep.
keep people off the comments. I want theirs in there.
Okay,
but-
and then the chat will pick the other 2.
So Millennium Falcon was from chat.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
My car without windshield wiper.
The Brownies car. A Buick.
That's
We
hilarious.
need one more vehicle.
Unicycle.
Unicycle.
Oh Lord.
This is the absolute best.
Okay.
I'm just having a blast with this.
What's Kara gonna do? All right, so there's
What's my
like
job?
we've got some Jedi is a job, I would say.
Digimon tamer?
Right? Digimon tamer could be one.
could it be card sorting ASMR videos?
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Well, we'll do card
I
sorting.
would gladly do that for my job. Gladly.
Just open that pack. The smell. You open it.
There's a super rare in here.
Okay, and then so I need some
Blue
more
Milk
jobs.
Harvester.
Yay, that's
Yes.
Bantha Poodoo Picker Upper.
cool. And we need 2 like ones that she'd be excited about.
Come on,
The card
guys.
sorting was one.
You worked at Wendy's for like 500
11 years, yeah. Not proud of that.
Wendy's, yep.
Lord, I
We need
think
one more
I'd
job. Jedi
die.
Knight.
Perfect.
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, last but not least, and this is not going to be nearly as fun. The traditional one is number of kids, but we could pick famous kids like Dennis the Menace or like who would be her kid. That could be funny.
Oh.
Should we pick some kids and do it that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name some children.
So I know like Dennis the Menace, like
Kelvin.
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar. But yeah, we'll do Jar Jar.
Oh, so funny story about Jar Jar Binks. I was at Target the other day, and I was scrolling through the Star Wars toy aisle, right? And I see that they get their Black Series figurines. There's a couple there's a few Jar Jar Binks there. The only one on clearance. Originally $30, down to like $14.99.
No way.
So I've got 2 so far.
Sounds safe.
We've got Jar Jar Binks as a possible kid. This one was my choice. I put Ash Ketchum because he's a kid.
Nice. Baby Yoda.
Oh, Grogu.
Yes, Baby Yoda, yo. Baby Yoda.
We need 2 more.
Chucky.
Oh, what is wrong with you
And
guys?
Damien from The Omen. Oh. Or the kid who meets Anakin's lightsaber.
I was thinking that kid.
The one that's like
The
Master
Bumblebee kid from All Hallows Eve.
Skywalker.
Oh yeah, there you go. The little
Bee
bumblebee
kid from All Hallows Eve.
a bumblebee.
I do like him.
Bumblebee.
He's
For
a little,
Darrell,
he's a
we're
little
gonna put-
chunky
Yeah.
monkey
A bumblebee.
The Bumblebee Kid.
Yes, I like
Okay.
him.
Do we want to just pick one number and start eliminating, or do we want chat to throw out some numbers?
Chad, just start throwing us some numbers. They've
All right,
done so
but-
great up to this
So
point.
Darrell,
Well-
just pick a number, Darrell.
19. It's all gone.
Okay,
19.
preferably from here on out less than 10.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
We'll start with 19.
That was a Dark Tower joke, so it's nerdy. So I'm going to.
I mean, somebody just said 42. That's pretty nerdy,
Oh,
too.
well, there you go. Yeah.
16, 17,
that
18,
number after
19.
16?
Kara, you no longer work at Wendy's.
Hallelujah,
Wendy's
praise
is
God.
off the thing.
I think I'd rather they be the Bantha Poodoo picker upper over working at Wendy's.
You might be.
That's what's fun about this. That 19. Do we have
7.
7?
Don't forget to Jeremy, you didn't count the mash.
You count the mash?
You have to count the mash because that's mansion, apartment, shack, or house.
Edamon was about to come off the list.
Okay, well, get rid of
Do it the
Edamon.
right way.
You have to watch me die in live stream. Like
I
that.
want Edamon gone so bad, you've no idea.
The mansion is off the table.
Okay.
Dang it.
Bummer.
11, even though it's that's Brad's number.
Superior, Wisconsin, off the table.
Again,
Jealous.
hallelujah.
3.
No.
Appa.
Wait, 1, 2. Yeah. Appa's off the list. No.
More numbers. We need more numbers.
Chris, give us a number that's not 1.
4.
Card sorting job is off the
Dang
table.
it, guys.
You've done
10.
good. I'd still hire you.
Thanks. Thanks.
Shack of a place to live is off the table.
So basically now it's apartment or house for me. Number.
Come on, guys. More numbers.
I'll pick 1, 5.
You just did that because you knew it wouldn't cross out
Mike just put
Edamon.
it in 5 anyway, so.
Oh,
that was
funny.
extra.
Should I do a 5 again?
No,
No.
let's do 11 again.
Who got crossed out?
Gamorrean guard is
Praise God.
off for a possible spouse.
I don't have a thing for
1.
pigs.
2. Wait. So not after 5, just 1?
No, 5 go 11, then 1.
Oh, 5 and then 11, then 1. Okay.
Wait, you didn't do the 5, then 11, then 1.
No,
You
I'm
did the
doing
fir- you did the
I
5
did the
already.
5.
Oh,
So Bantha is off the thing for a possible
Okay,
job.
okay,
No more
I'm not
Bantha
picking up poop.
And then 1?
1.
Jedi is also
dang
off the
it, you
table.
guys.
7.
So okay, we'll pause there. She has a job.
Okay.
What is it?
She's
oh.
a blue milk harvester.
So I milk whatever
Nice.
blue milk comes from.
Okay, so
Why is my life surrounded by
so what's
milk
my
right
next
now?
number?
Seven.
Sorry.
7.
Yeah, God, that does suck.
It does.
Adam says you can't like a true binary droid.
H, the house is gone. So we have another apartment. Kara lives in an apartment.
Okay.
There's a
It's
blue
going to
milk
be a
harvester.
beautiful condo, top
Okay,
floor
next
or
number,
something.
4.
Ewok is off the table for a spouse.
You know what that means. Who's still in the
Dear
running?
goodness. I'm banking on Ahsoka or a Wookiee here.
I need more numbers. I'll do 9. 9 hasn't come up yet, right?
Right.
It
So
has
you
not
ended
come
on
up
Ewok.
yet. Ashley says, I just joined in. We used to do mansion, apartment, shack, house, box on the street, outhouse. So it's mash dash O.
Funny.
Nice.
Okay, so
9.
I said 9. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jar Jar is off for a kid.
Yeah, at least.
6.
Might be the best thing that happened.
5, 6. Ahsoka is off the table. It is down to the monkey or a
13.
Wookiee. Like, either way, it's an ape. What's the next number?
They said 13.
13.
If it's Edamon, I'm
Lucky
leaving right
13.
now.
To go ask for his hand in marriage. Hey, he's a puppet Digimon. And he
No way! 13 crossed Edamon off the list.
Thank you. I'd rather make love to a Wookiee than Edamon.
Somebody clip that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a GIF now.
I need a number, please.
6. Adam says, I assure you, good sir, that Wookiee is not an ape.
Millennium Falcon is off the table.
Okay, so what's it down to? Buick, unicycle, or...
Batmobile.
Oh, I want the
Dang.
Batmobile real bad.
Next number, 3.
Sure, let's go 3. Then 8.
3.
Aw.
Ash Ketchum is
Well,
off for
that's
your
okay.
kid. 1, 2, 3. Bumblebee is also off for your kid. Need another number.
8.
Grogu is off for your kid.
Guys, my child's a murderer.
Chucky.
Yeah.
She got Chucky.
Ooh.
Okay, so you don't need to make
kinda
it
fun,
count
though.
anything.
I mean, that's almost appropriate. -7.
I think that works.
What?
Yeah, you go
yeah.
backwards.
So then you're going now through the unicycle, Buick, Batmobile, because
So-
everything on
oh,
that
yeah,
side's
yeah,
all
yeah. Oops. Sorry.
No, you did that right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gondor is off for a place to
Okay,
live.
all right.
That's a bummer.
4.
But that means Hobbit hole, right? Yeah.
Oh no, Kara.
Dang
Batmobile
it.
is gone.
What's the next number?
Still waiting on the next number. This is fun. I like this a lot.
We'll have to do this each week for the next. We'll go around.
I'll do the next one because I played this a lot in my childhood, and
Adam says, if Chucky's your kid, on the bright side, you have a babysitter in Matt Rasmussen.
that's true.
He'll adopt her
Fair.
for
2.
unicycle. So Kara's driving Chris's Buick.
I mean,
Then we got a -3 from Adam.
2, 3. The Shire is off the table.
Oh,
This
Lord.
is so funny. And yeah, I just any numbers now. That's it. Just next number clears it.
Let's see what happens.
99.
Whoever gets
Just
it.
kidding.
99. Nope. Can't sing anymore. We have to pay.
Oh, that Wookiee thing totally got clipped. One.
What is Swanky that did that?
I think Brad did it.
Oh.
Yeah, Tuscan hot sauce. All right, here is the final countdown. Kara, you are gonna marry a Wookiee. Specifically, I think somebody said Chewbacca. You're gonna live on File Island.
Cool.
That's actually really cool.
That's a nice place
Yeah, you
to be.
can feed Chucky to
Anybody. Literally.
Anybody.
That whole place is out to kill you.
yeah.
Perfect.
Yep,
At least I have a Wookiee to protect me.
You're gonna drive a Buick without windshield wipers.
So, well, here's the thing. I'm not going to need a windshield because the Wookiee's head's going to have to go somewhere. Like, I mean, he needs space. He's not going to fit in that Buick.
No.
You're gonna be a blue milk harvester, and then Chucky will be your kid.
Nice.
I live in an apartment.
And you live in an apartment, correct? On File Island.
I'll follow him. Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah.
Brad says you'll never get cold when you cuddle.
Yeah, you won't.
That's true. That's true.
That was extremely funny. I am glad we
I am going to write everything down next time, though.
It was a Kara. I could feel the need to take the whiteboard and just fix everything.
I did. It was a hot mess on
was a
there.
hot
It
mess.
was a hot
Someone
mess.
You guys through it.
We
though,
did get
so
through
we're-
it. So,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna make up some pretty ones for next time because that was what you did. You made it bright and colorful. You made it fun and totally 90s.
You won't have to worry about breathing when being cuddled either. Wookiee in apartment coming to ABC Friday nights. Just spray for fleas first.
Oh Lord.
So we do have another audience participation thing. So we were talking, and we during our Lego build before the podcast, and we were trying to figure out what the Rise of the Podcast soda flavor would be.
That's
right.
right.
And then so Jeremy said we need to do is figure out what each of our personalities are, associate a flavor to that personality, then mix all those flavors together, and that's what the Rise of the Podcast official soda will be.
Bubbly, sweet.
I was talking about how it would be cool if we had like an official Rise of the Podcast soda, and I said it should be blueberry.
Yeah, just straight up blueberry. But I
Is it called
thought,
off blue milk too? Because that's kind of a
Yeah.
Star Warsy thing.
Right?
the blue milk at Disney World is really good.
Yeah, it is.
It is really, really, really good. They have green milk too. But blue milk is way
Blue milk's better.
So here's what's fun.
Wookiee in an apartment sounds like a soda flavor. Not a soda I want to drink.
So here's what's fun, right? Here's what I thought was funny. Just like all of our problems with production, I thought it was funny if, or you want me not to even
No,
spoil
go
it?
for it.
Oh, so it was just off the top of my head, Chris just thought, let's just pick a flavor that exists and represent it.
Tangent cola.
And I thought
Right.
it'd be funny, like, if you just mixed what our personalities are, because that's what you get when you watch the show. So off the top, Kara called herself spicy.
Funny that she says that because two people also said spicy.
So
For
it-
me?
Yeah,
Yes!
So you-
Firebender.
that's exactly Fire
Okay,
Nation.
we're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, no, we definitely do need to get to that.
and then, so Chris, do you have a word to describe yourself, or does anybody describe Chris?
Well, I mean, my name's Brownie, so obviously I have to throw chocolate in there.
So sweet.
Or root beer. Root beer.
Oh, I mean, habanero, like spicy chocolate's a thing.
Yeah.
it was-
And so
So
then,
what weird mix are you gonna
ginger
throw
well,
in
then
spice
there?
I was
stuff?
joking, and I said intelligent really doesn't have a flavor. I'm kidding, but you guys were all calling me C-3PO. I don't know. What would be a flavor I have?
Is Jeremy's gonna be the gold flakes just floating around inside the soda?
like Goldschlager.
Schlager.
Oh no! So there was a wine for a while that had like a pearlescent glitter in there. So do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's also
What about
Orbits.
Orbeez?
Yeah. Orbit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll be
Floating in there.
Jeremy.
You're just the Orbeez.
Brad says vanilla cream for C-3PO.
There
Oh,
we
there you
go.
go. So chocolate, like habanero chocolate vanilla cream.
That
Well,
sounds-
spicy can also be like not habanero.
Be like a ginger.
Yeah, there's other things that like spice.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Yeah.
Ooh, I like
Ooh,
cinnamon, but
a cinnamon.
chocolate
Cinnamon chocolate
vanilla.
vanilla.
That
So
ain't bad.
we need a Rise of the Podcast soda that's cinnamon chocolate and vanilla. I like it.
Dang, that'd be good.
Yeah.
This turned out way better than I thought it was going to.
It could be like a Yoo-Hoo, like a special edition like Yoo-Hoo.
Or hot
Right.
chocolate vanilla cream with cinnamon. That's another.
ooh, hot chocolate vanilla cream. That's okay. That
That can be
Sounds
our official
amazing.
winter Rise of the Podcast beverage.
When you do like every other podcast is doing and get your own like coffee company started,
Right.
Oh yeah, we could do a hot chocolate vanilla cinnamon coffee blend.
Because that claps for coffee. That'll wake me up anyway.
I mean, we have the Alec and they do all sorts of
So this is one
blends
of the,
up here in Duluth.
Yeah.
I can't say this is one of the most fun podcasts I've had. This has just been a really, really fun podcast overall. So before we wrap up for the night, because it's like almost time to cut.
there's
We do have one more thing that we need to get to.
We need to do the last thing.
So
Kara's trying
everybody
to come up
keeps
with a
on
way.
telling me that not everybody. Brad, you got
I need
me.
to like back out of hit range for this one.
No, you're good.
Rise of the.
Everybody is saying I'm Fire Nation except Brad. Brad, I appreciate you.
I think he's converted.
But I was thinking you guys should tell us what your choice of Pokemon starter would be. Like,
So throw out a couple of your favorite starters. Darrell, what's your favorite Pokemon starter? Original.
The original 3?
Or Chris, or do you want to open it up to any starter?
Yeah, I think you can let it be any because it's always the same.
okay, so you guys are gonna have to let me know like
Now it's the Ben and Jerry's.
What the
'cause, like,
types are.
I do. I like.
I mean,
originally, so original 3 is Charmander.
Okay, there you go.
And then after that, probably like Cyndaquil or maybe Trico.
Oh, Cyndaquil is awesome. I love Totodile. He's very Argamonish.
Yeah,
Argamonish,
but Cyndaquil's probably like
Bulbasaur, 100%, and then Rowlet, a freaking adorable.
Rowlet's great, coming in the Arceus Legends.
I say Rowlet's my favorite starter if we go across all the things. Otherwise, I normally go with Squirtle as a starter.
Yeah.
Jeremy, would you care to tell us what your starter choice would be?
Across all, so originally it was.
So right now you've woken up late. You get Pikachu because I got
that's right.
Charmander.
Yes.
Well, okay, we're going off of like
I owned Red, and then I owned
Everything but
special
Pikachu.
edition yellow Game Boy Pikachu with the surfing. Pikachu.
I traded my blue for somebody's yellow.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I'd beaten blue and then traded it for
Actually, I'm sorry. I had yellow because you only got the surfing Pikachu if you went to a Pokemon event.
Yeah.
But I game sharked myself one.
isn't that the Alola?
No,
Well,
no, this is
that's-
like
that
this is
plays off of it.
This
Yeah.
is
Okay.
This is like back when you still thought you could find Mew behind the pickup truck on the right of Vermilion.
Okay, so what are we getting in?
Sorry.
Nobody. So Mike said Charmander, but Charizard is the best.
But people were all looking
Everyone's
at me and it was
true
really
colors
funny. So,
are-
I'll go with Pikachu for the first one, but my favorite starter across all of them, I have to I'm sorry, I need to reference all of the starters. Hold on.
It's so while you're
gonna be-
looking, I would say Cyndaquil is the first one that comes to like straight up to my heart. Like Charmander is my first
Tepig.
one. Trico is super cool.
I tell you who I don't like, Chimchar.
Chimchar,
What?
Chimchar, Turtwig. My friends, and he's gonna kill me for this, but I don't like Torchic a ton. There's a couple dumper generations.
Chikorita ruined it for me too, because she's like
she's
The
annoying.
name's awful.
Do you know who's
Yeah.
adorable? Totodile.
Totodile is super cute. His middle form is what ruined him for me, and then his last form's sweet. Like,
Well, see, that's why I would never let Ivysaur is okay, but Bulbasaur, that's where it's at. So I mean, Bulb is my boy.
Weren't you the one who said that all Pokemon do is get stronger and uglier?
Yep.
yeah. Oshawott I really like, and I like its second form, and they killed it by making it like the samurai. Like the mustache killed me. The too big horn.
Yeah, as a Samurai or whatever.
Yeah, samurai.
I'm so
He
embarrassed right now.
somebody.
Jeremy,
I am relevant.
we know
Thank
you want
Brad.
Charmander.
No, it's not that.
What are you doing?
I'll tell you later.
I mean,
Oh,
I would
right.
love to Eevee as a kid. I had an Eevee stuffy and I had a dinosaur egg from something else. So I'd put the Eevee in that
Yes.
and like walk around with it and pretend it'd be like, oh, I just hatched this Eevee.
That's
awesome.
so funny.
27, but
You said you were 27.
Did somebody say Eevee?
Eevee, yeah.
Yeah, Eevee's
He
really,
was talking
really
about Eevee.
Yeah.
What are you
What
looking up now?
what are you doing?
Yeah, this
I'll
is-
tell you later. I'll go with
I'll tell
Totodile.
you later.
I'll tell you later. Totodile.
That
I'll
would
go
be
with
your
Totodile.
all-time choice.
Yeah, Totodile.
yeah.
Really?
Cyndaquil. I'm a Johto boy though, so I would say Cyndaquil is
Yeah.
all time.
Okay.
Johto's the
This
best.
is way Totodile. I love Totodile.
He's
so-
adorable. I'm sticking with Bulba though.
You
so
almost did a cuss.
yeah, I know, right? So cute.
so
So what, Carrie?
Okay.
You're the person behind this.
So I thought it'd be funny. Based off of your choice of starter, that would be your bend, your like
Fire and your nation. That's Kara's ruse
So-
here the whole time.
Wait to get around it because now
So-
I'm
you like the Fire Boys,
Mm-hmm.
2 of them,
true.
which means Fire Nation.
This is Kara's Facebook quiz.
Oh,
So like you answer your starters and it tells you what nation
Yep.
you are. So Carol, you are Fire Nation.
I
It's
guess
pretty
I'm fire.
apparent.
All right.
And everybody here knows Bulbasaur has always been my number 1. So Bulbasaur, Earth Nation.
How do we get airbending in Or just because there's only one. So
that'd be like Spearow, Pidgey. You know,
they're not
birds.
started. Okay.
Yeah.
That's that. This is rigged.
Okay.
So we can't win this. Is what I think is. Okay. I'm sorry.
They're very few airbenders.
Hey, that's the last airbender.
It is the last.
It is the last
That's
airbender.
fair.
So
That's
there you
for
go.
Capo.
There you go. That's my
I guess
Capo.
Aang's water and Aang's. There's no Pokemon for Aang. I'm sorry.
Jeremy, he does like Charmander and Charizard, so I'm just.
But I Totodile.
Totodile. So fine. Jeremy's a waterbender.
And my favorite Pokemon of all time is Dragonite. So
Which is nothing.
you can't classify that. No, that's Avatar.
flies. We'll go with that.
Kyoshi's Dragonite.
Although the dragons
Right.
do teach the bending, especially the fire bending.
True.
Fire.
No, not fire. You just
He
wanna make
just said
everybody-
fire bending,
No,
so
no,
fire.
I picked Totodile.
You know, this is purely based on what Chad just said. What nation would you associate with like deceit and being crooked?
Fire Nation.
Adam said this is more crooked than a presidential election. She's pulling a total Fire Nation move to not be Fire Nation.
No, I'm not Fire Nation.
I mean, though.
She's so passionate about not being Fire Nation that she's pushed herself all the way back around into being Fire Nation.
And then Chris, you picked who is yours?
Rowlet. So
Oh, yeah,
Earth Nation.
You're Earth 2 then.
Yeah. Although Roland's flying, so could be.
Oh, there
So
you
could
go.
be
There
air.
you go.
I am the airbender, and he's a ghost. Later.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there goes. I'd say air for that one, I guess.
You were talking about Torchic?
Yeah.
Blaziken? What a weird Pokemon.
Really weird.
Really, really
There's some old
His
art.
middle evolution is like almost not look at-able.
No, because you take those legs off, he looks like a like
It's
Anima,
ridiculous.
little
Yeah, right.
little buddy. It's
Adam said, it's like saying, what color would your lightsaber be and avoiding saying red?
Yeah, right.
I know those
Karis would be
quizzes,
green.
yeah, those online quizzes that are like find your Hogwarts house. It's like, do you prefer courage, intelligence, friendship,
Or deception.
or deception? Is your favorite color red, green, blue? And I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
And they're like,
Right.
lo and behold, you were a Hufflepuff the whole time.
Yep. What appendage do you hate the most? And the only one I was just nose because of Voldemort. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm kidding.
Nose, forehead. I don't know what the other two would
I
be.
don't know. It was my joke. I didn't have enough time to come up with building up the other three to be like nose because Voldemort. Or your back of your head. I don't know. Like
Mad Eye for Mad Eye Moody.
yeah,
The
right.
nose.
I love Mad Eye. That arc is so
That
great.
part when he got his eye on the door, that was one of the most like moments of like just in your face. I'm not gonna get into it.
All right, Chris.
I was
you
gonna
gotta
say my
wrap her up.
child's gonna be here in like 10 minutes.
Adam said, Kara proved she likes deception by this ruse. I was on her side to be Earth Nation, but...
I just thought it'd be funny to do this.
Swanky said the pinky toe was the worst appendage, always stubbing that thing on
Yeah,
stuff.
Kara just stubbed it.
I did. That was not.
Stubbing your toe is like the worst possible thing. It's like your body is just malfunctioned and there's nothing you can do about it because you're in control.
Yep.
All right, well...
On that terrible disappointment.
Yeah, we went super crazy long, but not terribly long, but we also took us 3 tries to get going to begin with. But
That
we
one
made it
flew
this
by.
far into the video. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Go ahead and give it a like if you want to see more content like this in the future. Subscribe if you're not already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time we upload a video or go live like this. Comment down below with if you want to participate in any of the crazy stuff we talked about today. Mostly just say the Kara's Fire Nation. That's the most important part.
No.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course...
May the Mons be with you.
Ooh.